grown at that time.
Yo, 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 yo. You already know, man. We're trying to make America great again. And you go, my co-host, Ayo Quay.
It's your boy, hey, yo, Quay. You know, we like Nike, we just do it.
My other co-host, JB Cuzzo.
Big America, JB out here, first game podcast. We back, man. I gotta ask my boy Too Quick, how long do you think of that little saying he just said when the Nike just do it?
Hey, it was spur of the moment, you know, it was meant to be.
Hey man, I ain't even gonna lie. That little 30-second countdown, I be thinking of how I'm gonna step out on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shout out to the show. Shout out to Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend with your family and all that.
Facts, man. You already know this is First Game Podcast, Season 3, Episode
Hey,
4.
that intro song, bro, I was turned, bro.
That shit hard, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it reminded me of like one of those parts of the movie where it's like it's very intense, like a you got served or something, like the everybody dancing, it's intense. Like, I don't know, man. That shit was fire.
Appreciate it, man. I was feeling real first game-ish, MAGA-ish. And and that's just what happened, man. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga said MAGA-ish.
You
I
gotta
was
feel
feeling
it, bro. You gotta feel it, bro. Everybody just be all having
Yo.
their comments about MAGA, bro. We just love America, bro. That's all it is, man.
I gotta say this though.
Yo.
Ever since I've been MAGA, I really gotta say this though. When it like I've been going about life a whole different ways, like a transformation. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Like when I was oh my god, Democrat, I used to talk about money and the stocks and shit, but I never could really lock in and hone in how to get started. As I became a Republican, I've been following like, you know, Republican podcasts, and I gotta say, just following this route of entertainment gives me knowledge about finances and different ideas of how to move forward when it comes to money. And it's like they do it so effortless. Like, and I'm just like, damn, like if I would have been a Democrat, I would have looked at these people like people I shouldn't listen to, they racist, blase, blase. And I'd have been missing out on basic great knowledge though. It's basic knowledge to them, but it's great knowledge. So when it comes to finance, so it's just, man, with this whole tariff war, it's I really feel comfortable about how to maneuver through it when it comes to finance. So
Nah, you ain't lying, bro. Because if I was a Democrat, I'd be panicking right now, too. Thinking, oh my God, I can't buy this, and China's gonna stop that. Nah, us MAGA people, we conserved, we good. We ain't good, but we getting there, and that's the whole mission. We know that we negotiate. That's the thing about negotiating. You don't crack during negotiation. If you want the way to be the way that it can be fair, that's our aim point, bro. But like you said, bro, being a MAGA, bro, I looked at things very different too. Like I used to get very offended when I see certain news that's probably dealing with white or black people. I look at it totally different now. It ain't sometimes I don't even think about its color with certain things. It's just bad. It's just the fact that it's the law upholding what happened. That's just how
especially
I
when
go
it
about it.
come to that case with the black kid and the white kid at the track and field. I don't want to say their names because they kids and shit. You know. I
and
know
that's
it's
the
out
whole.
there, but yeah,
I understand. It's like that shit is getting talked about so much. I hate the fact that it's one of them type of incident that is gonna bring a ripple and it's gonna bring separation towards white and black people because at the end of the day, you can't look at the colors. I mean, you can see the colors. You can see the differences of what both of these boys' lives was. I'm just looking at the fact that it was a life ended at school. Forget all that white or black and who was right or wrong. It's just the fact that it was a life ended, especially at school. 'Cause that was supposed to be a place that's supposed to be protected, and it was one of them cases it wasn't.
yeah, man. It's like if even if you be realistic about just the crime without the skin color, people people act like you turning on your people.
Yeah, and I be seeing them type of posts too. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say MAGA people got like rational minded people. There is some people that take it to the extreme. Oh, that black boy should be dead, or he should get the death penalty.
Yeah, bro. And it's people in this world that feel like this. I saw a clip of Charleston White speaking on it, comments, some people bashing it, but when I listen to it, it's like realistic and it hit me that how deep it is, honestly. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
look it up for you, man.
appreciate you.
Cause I think I saw that same one. I'm gonna let him speak about it. Cause I think I saw that same reel, and I was like, that's the whole point that some of these people are not getting
They
across.
don't even understand you putting kids in a trap.
But let's see what Charles had to say.
You cannot bring a weapon to school.
Yeah.
So you can't say I was
What if he says, but what if he says self-defense? Like,
There's no self-defense because if you are afraid the day before where you have to take a weapon to school, why not notify your parents? Parents, you notify the school teacher. School teacher that's bringing these kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution. We was taught in homes that has morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know so when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So word to documentation to say this is self-defense. It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear. Anticipating to use it.
that was premeditated, though.
And it's at a track meet. You getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go.
It was another. What that ain't the right one I was trying to play, but that yeah, cool. But it's a part after that. What he said. What he said was that in the black culture, kids are taught to live by mafia rules and not snitch. So therefore, they're forced to take that knife instead of telling the teacher and being a snitch. They'll take the knife out of fear and kill another kid just because through our culture.
Yeah, we taught to not tell or tell authorities. We just handle it on our own. We is taught that, though. I agree with that one.
Yeah, I agree with Charleston White on that one, especially about when you are in fear of something as a child, you are taught to let the teacher or let the authority know. Um, it just is what it is. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't have any weapons in a school or on a college campus. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's an unfortunate event. I mean, who knows who's right, who knows who's wrong, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't have any weapons on a college campus or any type of school campus.
Yeah, you
Facts.
gotta go to jail. You
Facts.
brought the weapon, and this happened because of your true choice to bring the weapon. You gotta go to jail, man.
Facts. I was talking about that. I was talking about this with Tukwe the other day, bro. It was just the fact, like, sometimes it's okay to be the victim. Shit. If you felt like these two boys was trying to bully you, it's okay to goddamn feel like you were being attacked and tell somebody. But when you took it upon in your own hands to kill somebody, they can't label you no victim. They can't
Or
label you as self
But
defense.
or
but say
take the
the
10
whole
days. Take
say
the
the
10
whole
days.
nah, say the whole part though. Cause you said what you said, but also you said that he should have just taken getting jumped. And I'm just like,
He should have.
you
He should have.
can't dictate how the hell that jumping's gonna go.
I'm just saying, bro. You
So,
think?
but
But you
that's what
think?
come with being that's what come with being a man or a boy. Like, yeah, you don't
But
know
you.
how anything gonna go
But come
one
on
on
now. You
one.
actually think
You
them
gotta
two
take the 10
boys?
days.
You actually think them two, even if it was two boys or five boys, you think they was gonna kill that boy with their bare hands? You think it was gonna be people watching him get his ass whooped like that? Come on now, at a
No,
track meet.
man. That's when you supposed to buck up. That's when people learn.
Hey,
Don't fuck with
so
him. He almost whooped them niggas at the track meet.
so if y'all have multiple people
I done
trying
been
to
in this situation.
at this day and age, like now in
Yeah,
2025, trying to harm you, are you just using your fist, or you gonna use whatever you can get your hands on to get about the situation or to finish the situation?
I just know when dealing with me and my
I'm
situation when I was used to do track and it was.
No,
I'm
forgive me,
giving you
but
experiences. I'm giving you
okay.
experiences. When I used to run track and it was all kinds of, bro. It's all kinds of people. It's intense at these sports events, regardless. Like, ain't nobody gonna let you get your ass whooped. Ain't nobody gonna let you. Somebody literally gonna let you die. Ain't nobody gonna let
Yeah,
you do
it's
that shit,
police
bro.
out there, resource officers. But what he said in this day and age, I'm just saying this. You would have just caught me slipping, bro. Cause at a track meet, I'm willing to use my fist. Out in the
True,
street is
true,
different.
true. But let's just say we speaking hypothetically because it didn't happen.
But I would never
But let's
bring a
just say
weapon
if
to a track
he
meet.
let's say if he used a bottle or a trash can that was nearby, technically that would be considered a weapon as well.
But yeah,
But
he wouldn't be getting what he about to get. He'll be getting manslaughter. Because he
one
didn't,
thing,
it can't be seen as premeditated. Charleston just broke down how it could be seen as
the law,
premeditated.
the
Yeah.
law.
But if you happen to just find a weapon and hit somebody and they just happen to die, like your charges, you ain't gonna do 30. You gonna do 7, 6, 8, 5 or something because it wasn't intentional. If you intentionally kill somebody, that's when it comes with the years because you thought and you did it anyway.
And that's why it goes to, like, we got to go deeper and see what the fuck was wrong with that boy life to see that, damn, this boy was walking around with a whole knife in his
Well,
backpack. That's the
well,
whole. That's the whole. Like, we got to
well,
go deep inside.
well. What about this? So, with that murder charge, it varies. So, if let's just say if you somebody rob your house and you catch them and they turn their back and they running from you and you shoot them, then that's considered murder. But if they're
Yeah,
facing you, it's considered self defense. So,
yeah.
like, just hypothetically speaking, like, what if like he had stabbed the dude with intentions of like just to get him, get him away from him, and it just so happened he bled out or he died, or I don't even know. Was it multiple stabbings?
Uh,
We don't know. We don't know either.
I don't know.
We don't know what actually happened. It's just the fact that somebody lost their life.
Yeah, I just feel like people be getting defending their home and self defense confused. You gotta defend yourself. If somebody running, yourself ain't gonna be harmed. Yeah, you might be upset that they know where your house at, came to your house and left out, but if they not attacking you or coming towards you, you can't do shit.
Then it's at school too, bro. Like, I don't care how many people was jumping you, bro. If somebody lost their life at school, bro, it's gonna get looked into. It's gonna have the law to get investigated, and they're gonna look at that policy. Zero tolerance for knives, guns, or any dangerous weapon. It's gonna be zero tolerance for it. regardless if I was in, they was killing me, they was stumping me to death.
I mean, yeah, but also we don't even know the details. We don't even know what caused the stabbing.
I don't
Nah, we
even.
don't.
Honestly,
Nah,
It's
nah, we
just
don't.
like
I don't
it's
want to take
just
no
like
sides either,
I'm
though.
I'm taking a side. Why are people trying to find a way to justify a kid having a knife at a track meet? That shit is retarded to me, bro.
It's, I
I don't
mean,
get
but
that shit, bro.
I mean that's just like when we talked about school shootings. Like at the end of the day, that type of violence wasn't. It ain't cool that type of violence happened, but we can't say that that person really didn't have no justification because he was bullied.
I know a person that got 3 years in prison for just bringing a weapon to school
Mm.
on school property.
Yeah, that's a big question on that, man. It's a big question on that.
No question, you can't bring weapons on school property. I don't care if it's what you think you have got it for.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
can't
just,
even be a stranger and walk on school property. You think you can bring a knife on there?
you know, and this type of thing, and I hate these type of incidents is where when it's white versus black, and then you get
That's
the black
all it
community,
is, bro.
get outraged when I guess when a life is lost and the white person the victim. I don't know what it is.
That's the difference with what Charleston White be trying to explain to niggas. He be saying when it's black and white killing, if you so pro-black and got an issue with oppression, when this happened, don't try to get out of it. Say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I killed a white boy. That's what that's if that's how you feel. That's how you should be through all the slavery and oppression and the worst they did to you, and you still feel the pain from it today. That's what he's saying. But these people today, they be fucking enabling kids to do dumb shit, bro, and then be wondering why we can't get better as a community. You gotta
And I hate,
punish the ones that do dumb.
yeah,
You get the bad influences off the street. The only reason your kid might get caught up into some shit is because of bad influences.
hmm and I do hate the fact that you are getting press conferences and questions asked to the white family. They is the victims. But it's like, damn, why ain't the black family ain't stepping up trying to defend their son? Why there ain't no interviews coming their side?
I don't want to see none of that shit. I don't even think they should be
I,
putting none of
I
the
mean,
families on the
I do,
news.
I do, because it should
Why?
be said.
Why?
It
So if
should be
your
something said
son
on their side.
So if your son got
If my
killed,
son
you
was at
want
that,
the cameras right in your face. You care
yes,
about that?
yes,
When your son get
I
killed, you
want
care
something
about
said.
cameras?
I want something said on my side too. If my son was in that indication,
Man,
because I
I'm
mean,
thinking
at the
about my
end of the day,
motherfucking son. I gotta grieve. I ain't got time to be answering no fucking news questions so they can paint political narratives.
but if your son was the person who stabbed him, he might have felt like he was in threatened, or
Yeah.
he might have felt like he was in death range.
I need to
You
be
should be
talking
able
to
to
the
say
law.
something.
I need to be talking to the law, not the cameras.
And that's what I'm saying. The camera's gonna amplify the victim and what they went through. It should be something said, just like how when something happened on the black side, you get all they lawyers, pictures taken. Why it can't be like that now? Why can't the black family say something? Why can't be interviews with them? Because it's painting the narrative saying that the
Cause
black
that
family.
mama is devastated. Her son could be going to prison. She might not give a damn about cameras. That's what I'm saying. People, why
But the
is
white
everybody
family, but I'm
so?
saying though, but the family that lost the son get to go interviews. They the ones who lost the life. They son still alive. That's what
You
I'm saying.
think
It
so?
should
You
be.
think that they didn't ask them black family to make a comment,
They should. That's what I'm saying.
and they
I want.
said no?
That's see. They ain't want to speak for their son. At the end of the day, they ain't want to
It
speak for their
don't
son.
matter. It don't
But
matter
if they,
about
but
public opinion. Honestly,
no, it ain't no public beginning if that's your son, if that's your
if
kid.
you saying something on the cameras for people to see, it's because you trying to sway public opinion.
No,
What's the other reason?
to give your side, of the story.
So
give your
you
side.
can sway public that's watching it opinion to your side.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Yeah.
I guess that is my
I'm-
So,
opinion.
so Bigger, are you trying to say that it's basically to bring awareness to like your side of what happened? That's basically what you're saying.
I'm just saying because it's now getting it's kind of like getting fingers pointed to the black family to make it look like the black parents didn't care about their son. They weren't watching over their son. Like
Mhm.
I felt like it
you
should
feel
be
like
something
they should
said.
speak on camera, right?
Yeah, they should.
To do what? Sway what? Public what?
Shit. And also to show that if their son was that innocent of a person or he wasn't that type of person that was just angry all the time and wanted to kill somebody, they should say something. They should. It's a horrible mistake that their son did. But that doesn't mean he a horrible person. Like anyone make him a serial killer. He ain't that. He just made a mistake. Everybody make mistakes.
So he shouldn't go to jail.
I ain't saying all that. I just said the
So
parents should
that's
be.
what I'm saying. Nobody cares, bro. You killed, like, okay.
So
what
you
we
wouldn't
supposed to
care
say?
if you wouldn't care if your son was in this type of incident where
I
he was
would
the
care.
suspect?
Nobody else would care. Nobody else
Exactly.
would care.
Exactly, bro. That's all I'm saying. If that's their son in this
If
type
I
of
care,
incident,
why do I care about cameras? If I care and I believe nobody else cares, why I'm
because
gonna
you're only
be a
getting one
fucking
side of this.
dog and pony show, clown show, paint my face to get on camera to make people feel bad for me?
No, I
Well,
ain't saying that. I'm talking about for the
what he's
black
saying
family.
what he's saying is like that's your perspective on it. Like that's what you would do. But every single other person is not gonna do the same thing that you would do. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah,
And also too, you see that the black family is not speaking up for their son in this incident. How would you look at their family or how look at their parents? I'm saying if you
It's
was in this,
weird. It's weird though, bro, because like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, something should be said, but at the same time, it's like, what if like JB said, like, what if his mom is grieving that her son can potentially be going to prison for life for this dumbass incident?
like
Maybe
seriously,
she don't
like
wanna
I've been
speak in
in
front of the
this
camera.
situation where I fucked up and the police came to my house and my mama was devastated. Like, what? Like, I've been in it. So I'm like, she not trying. I know she not thinking about, well, I gotta go on camera to tell my fucking son's side of the story.
no,
It's
it's to
just
defend your son as a character he is. Now we got to now it's a whole narrative that this black boy was a thug and all he wanted to do is goddamn shoot, kill, and destroy. Like if you was a parent of this black boy, you should be able to sell your side that my son is not like this and he made a mistake.
and I'm gonna be completely honest. What my mama say, she watching, I know. My mama would say, you took somebody's life, so this is what you gonna have to go through. You gonna have to man up. You did what you did. That's what my mama gonna say.
And then
Of
too,
course.
we don't even know if their family even close like that, or they have a great relationship to where she would actually give a fuck.
And we talking about grieving. The mother of the Anthony Metcalf, I mean not Anthony Metcalf, she spoke about it. Austin Metcalf, she spoke about it. She was grieving at that time. She had enough strength to actually tell how she felt about the situation.
But you know what position that could have, if it went slightly any wrong with what she said, you know what position that could have put them in? It could have put her in a position where people thought that whatever she was saying was sounded slightly racist. So now they're gonna paint a picture of her son being racist towards the black boy because
But
she
she
had to
did it.
speak out on camera. That's why I'm like,
She
bruh,
did it though.
when the news, but that's what I'm saying. But it could have been a mistake. It still could have.
I mean,
That's why lawyers tell you when something happened, don't speak on the case. Period.
I understand that. But if it's naturally,
Fuck, the news need
it's
ratings. They don't care
exposed.
about your tears.
And that too. I understand what you're saying. But at the end of the day, you will want your mama to say something. You will want your mama to defend something. You will never want your parents to feel like they turned their back on you.
At the funeral.
Yeah, at the funeral. At the end of the day,
All right,
at
that's
and also at the end of the day, the black parents still got their son alive, no matter how
they
many
going they
years he
going
got.
they, my
At
family gonna say something about it at the funeral. I mean,
how your family gonna say something about the other family son? Your
I said
parents gonna.
my family. If I die, my family gonna say something about me that is nice at my funeral.
But you speaking about the victim's parents. I'm talking about the suspect parents. I'm talking the one who stabbed, the one who did the stab. That's why I said the parents who should say something, because you're only getting the grief and mother side of the death. I'm talking about the parents who, like the dude said, what's up with his parents? We don't
See,
know what they were doing. We don't know what they been through. We don't know what that boy life was at home. That's why it should be something said on the black side of parents.
to
What
do
like
what? In order to do what?
Oh shit, public opinion.
Sway public opinion.
it ain't about the
Once
sway.
again,
Mm.
how is it? What? Tukwe, what does sway public opinion mean in your point of view, bro?
Nah, like nah, yeah.
If people thinking that the black boy family is not around, not in his life, they don't. He bad thug all his
I
life.
remember.
If
I
he
remember.
if he want them to speak, that's
Mhm.
because he wants to sway what people think about the black family, which means sway public opinion. How is that not trying to sway public opinion?
I'm just saying, as a parent, you would want to answer questions about your son. At the end of the day, those he should have parents that speak up for him, even though he in a situation that his character has been dinged.
If my son is the
So
victim,
then you
sure.
agree?
If my son is the victim, sure. But
Ain't no public sway.
if my son,
Ain't no
how is that?
public sway.
No,
How?
I'm not
well,
playing. I'm
If
just
the
giving
if
my side of the story. Because
bro,
at the
why
end of
too?
the
but
day,
but but
Why
that
though?
is.
Let's tell it to Corey.
calm down,
I'm saying.
cowboy. Calm down.
Nah, I hear what you're saying, bigger, and like, but basically to sum it up, what you are saying is technically, yeah. If his side of the family speak, then that's to present their side or their image of what what they got going on. So that's going to like sway the opinion of people that don't know what's going on. Cause like you're
Okay, I
saying that
understand that. I
you're s-
understand that.
you're saying that black family hasn't had any interviews, and there's people wondering like, okay, well, what's going on over there? Like we ain't seen nothing. Like we ain't heard nothing from them. Like what are they thinking? Like so when so if they do put out an interview or be on camera, then whatever they say will be collected by everybody else, and that will, technically alter or sway their opinions about, the situation.
That can, but that's not the whole reason why. I'm just saying like this. Right now, you got a whole black community trying to say that this is a biased story towards the African American community. They trying to say it's biased because you're only hearing one side. You're only even seeing one side of the griefing. I'm saying as black parents, I will be wanting to say something because I don't want my son to have a label of he's some young thug that just wanted to go to school and kill people. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it goes back to, man, everybody's different. So it's back to like
And that's an opinion.
that's what you would do versus what they would do. It's two separate people.
And you get a lot of black people right now trying to say that he was in the right. He was in the right. He was self defense. So if so, and then there might
Eh,
be like a
I
implied
disagree
indication
with
that his
that.
parents feel like he was in the wrong too if they ain't saying nothing.
I disagree with that. I feel like it ain't it's not self defense unless they physically touch you. Or is, got a weapon and literally they're, about to harm you.
Yeah.
But if they just like there talking to you or pressing you or something like that, it I don't think that's self defense if you kill them.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I mean, I just hate the fact also too that when the black community always feel like it's something biased when it comes to race, and that's why I'm saying that why haven't the black family has spoken up? If we're gonna take this biased route of who's the victim and who's the suspect, why haven't the black family stepped up to these mics and said, "Damn, my son is not like that. What y'all think?"
Cause he is like that. The
So,
boy is a boy that's dead.
I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like you said, parents like parents should be saying something, bro.
You
At
gotta
the
be
end of the day,
more of
bro.
a, you gotta be more of a killer to stab somebody and kill them than shoot them.
True on that. I mean, if the situation different, I will. My opinion, I would want my parents to at least say something, even if they strongly don't like the situation. I would want them to say something just on my side. But if you
Uh,
get the parents ain't saying nothing, it's like,
Is that gonna get you out of the case
hey,
though?
might not.
hey,
If
Might
I'm the
will.
nigga that stabbed somebody and killed him, bro, I'm thinking about I'm probably about to spend the rest of my life in prison. I ain't worried about what people in the world
I
think
mean, the
about me.
the boy claims self defense. If your son claims self defense in this type of incident, you're just gonna be like, I
well,
ain't gonna say nothing.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna
that's
say
well,
just
nothing.
a
look,
better thing to do for his case.
hey, well,
Yeah, in
look,
your eyes. That's what I'm saying. Your eyes.
hey, well, since we technically going over what's fair and what's not fair, technically, I want to bring something up. Y'all heard about what's going on at Duke right now?
Know what's going on, dude?
Well, before you bring up the clip, man, I want to read something to y'all, man. So, Duke University basketball star Kaman Mulak, he's the African center at Duke University for the men's basketball team. So technically, he could be deported after Secretary of State Marco Rubio canceled the visas of all South Sudanese passport holders residing in the United States. Um, One of the things that Rubio said was that due to the failure of South Sudan's transitional government to accept the return of its, repatriated citizens in a timely manner, uh, your boy might have to go. And can you play that clip I sent you a
Oh,
little
that's a good
earlier?
topic. That's a good topic.
I got you.
Man, he's a
Shit,
college student.
might as well. That's the first thought. Then shit, you might as well made that the first thought. What Charleston said. To
Oh yeah,
disagree, or
for
agree.
sure.
Shit,
Yeah, that was definitely the first thought.
yeah.
University is investigating the impact of a State Department ruling that revokes visas for South Sudanese passport holders, potentially
Can you start
affecting
it from the
freshman
beginning?
Kaman Maluak, a projected NBA. Duke University is investigating the impact of a State Department ruling that revokes visas for South Sudanese passport holders, potentially affecting freshman Kaman Maluak, a projected NBA lottery pick. This ruling, announced just before Duke's Final Four loss, blocks new arrivals and affects current visa holders due to South Sudan's refusal to accept deported nationals. Duke's spokesman confirmed they are working to understand the implications for students, while the State Department plans to provide further guidance on visa status.
All right. So he finds out this information probably like an hour or two right before their Final Four game. Now, Bird normally he's one of those guys. He's balling. He's very impactful on the court. But this particular game, he seemed very, just not into it, very nervous, like, just not the ordinary. So I brought this up because I wanted to ask y'all, by him being, a college athlete and in the middle of his career, do y'all think that it's fair that a political issue is forcing him to, change his life?
Is it the law?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. For I'm gonna say two different phases about him being on Duke. Motherfucker, if you can't play under fucking pressure, you don't need to be on fucking Duke. Number two,
Wow.
the law is the fucking law, man.
Yep.
You got to get your ass on. I don't care how good you can dribble. That don't let you. Nah, if your country ain't going along with the U.S., you get penalized for it. That's how I feel.
But for a kid, that's like in college.
I don't
you-
give a damn if you 1, 2,
That's
3,
crazy.
4, 5.
That's crazy.
So that means
America
he was.
first, bro.
So that means he was in process.
Yeah, cause he played for the Sudanese Olympic team before he got to Duke.
So that means he was in process. So they didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't. Goddamn. Their process didn't go fast enough for him.
If you the
Oh
one,
man.
they'd have more
well,
heart for you.
what it kind of like makes me,
Probably.
cause I want to know like, okay, well, technically, what is that the issue going on? Like, what is the thing with Sudan about
You have to
like
look that up.
with the passport? So, cause it's like this just happened. So I think something happened with between Sudan and the United States, like with the tariffs and everything. And well, Mark Rubio, he
I don't
said
think it
that
was the tariff shit. I think it was just the
You
fact that
gotta.
I
It,
think
it ain't tariffs. It's
I think they just hauled on the process, the visa part. They hold on that process.
yeah. Well, technically, I guess Sudan wasn't trying to follow American rules.
Gotta
What the
find
new
it.
laws that just changed. So since they didn't react in a timely manner, Mark Rubio was like, "Well, fuck it. Everybody from South Sudan, get the fuck out." Basically,
I hope that wasn't it.
and
That's
I'm just like, "Damn, bro was in the middle of like a basketball career. Like, he was a freshman."
you sure he came from playing
Hmm.
He was a freshman too.
Yeah, he used to play for the Sudanese national team.
yeah, he sure did. He sure did cancel it. That's real.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Just the whole immigration thing. It wasn't just about certain people. They just said we getting rid of. Hey, we stopping all that. I think that whole process right now, that whole visa process is starting to get deterred. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, they can't have no exception because it's gonna fuck up the voters how they feel about it, and it's gonna be a different rhetoric on the other side saying, "Oh, but y'all let Duke basketball players through, but y'all like illegal immigrants."
but that's what I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying. But do you think it should be some type of, and I hate to say loophole, but do you think it should be some type of allowance or loophole for college athletes? Because that sounds more like a political issue versus, you know, just a
I
regular
mean,
college athlete.
No, man. No
it can't
loophole.
be no. We can't have no loophole right now, big dog.
No
We can't do it.
loopholes. It's going look. This this is what you gotta understand too, Clay. It's gonna be these moments, man. These sad moments when we trying to get this deportation shit going. But this is what has to be done. It's gonna be these moments. Some people understood that, and some people didn't really think about that. I knew it might be a video where they dragging a Mexican lady that's here legally, like out of her house, and people gonna try to make it look sad. I knew it was a possibility. I could see something like that, but I just knew that this had to be done, and people
I
just gotta
mean,
understand some stories gonna happen like this,
it was
but
just wrong timing, bro, for him to.
it just had to be done, bro.
It was the wrong timing for him, bro. It's sad that it's a lot of people that's getting mixed up with all these illegal immigrants, but right now that was a problem. You see how big how open our border was. It
Hmm.
ain't saying that he didn't go through the process. I ain't saying he was illegal,
Yeah,
but his name popped up. When your name popped up, big dog, shit, dude couldn't do nothing about it. Nobody couldn't do nothing
yeah,
about it. That was just a verdict, and that was a Supreme Court verdict.
yeah,
So But I mean,
Well,
it ain't like he got sent off. He still got a like with all these illegal immigrants, they still got a chance to come back. They still got a chance.
well,
Yeah,
basically, when I looked up,
I mean,
you
he
know, I be
is
talking AI,
17. He was a freshman.
you
yeah.
know,
They said
I be talking AI and whatever, and it said that the United States is deporting Sudanese nationals, even though Sudan is in a crisis due to civil war and humanitarian issues. Um, yeah, so all it's telling me about is like they having a civil war and it's raising concerns about sending people back to a dangerous conflict zone. Okay, that's not telling me why Mark
they
Rubio. Hmm?
Mark Rubio is revoking their visas because they are not accepting back their
They're
people
refugees. Oh, okay.
when we
Oh,
deport
so
them.
they're
So
illegal immigrants. They ain't want to accept them back.
yeah,
So
and we
okay.
trying to deport them. So
So
We trying
Mark
to get
like,
that shit
look,
straight.
Mark like, shit. You don't want to take them? All you motherfuckers, get the fuck out.
it's
Damn,
like
that's
that.
crazy,
But it's
bro.
just no exception to it though, bro. If we
That's
if we gonna sit here
crazy.
and let just basketball players stay and play, that means we giving place to the illegal immigrants can stay to work. That's why there ain't no
But
loophole.
there are some that's here legally that this don't
Yeah,
affect.
But I'm
That
it's
did the system correct. Visa is not a full citizen. They
but I
don't. You
mean
don't. They don't got their full citizenship. That's just a visa for college. Like if you flunk out of college, you can't stay here.
it's
Type
probably
shit.
it probably the process too that it probably came to a conflict. He probably was in that process that it was getting going, then they had to cut that shit off. Let me see how long does it take for a visa.
I'm about to piss y'all off. It's cause he's black, okay? Say.
You gonna get that?
I know this
Oh
might sound a
man.
little racist in these times, me being conservative, but he ain't my kind of black.
I mean, true shit. I mean, no, he ain't American.
Yeah, FBA.
No disrespect, but he, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but it said depending on the embassy and interview scheduling, while the immigrant visa have taken longer, it's sometimes 6 to 12 months or more.
But the
So
United States wanted it done quicker than that, right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's why we did the that aliens act. Remember
Um,
Trump did the aliens act, the National Murder Aliens Act on the gang
yeah.
shit. That's how you speed. That allowed him to speed up deporting them.
and it matters what type of visa he had too. It said the non-immigrant visa B1, B2 could take weeks to months depending on the embassy interview scheduling, while immigrant visas often take much longer, sometimes 6 to 12 months more. So it mattered what type of visa he had, and it was in the process, and his name came up, bro.
Am I wrong for saying that when it comes to sports in America, whether it's the Olympics and everything down, am I wrong for saying that the only people that should be playing professional sports in America should be American citizens? Because, and the reason why I say that is because if the Olympics is like the world stage of competition when it comes to athletics and every country is for itself, then why not have American citizens playing American sports?
Mm, that's a good way to go about it, but isn't that like controlling what companies can do? Ain't like all these teams is kind of like companies.
Well,
So
I'm just saying, like, but during the Olympics, everybody rep their national where they from.
I think
So,
that they should be forced to buy the Trump gold card.
mm.
If you gonna have Luca over here, you
Well, so
need to pay $5 million.
I'm
hey,
just saying though, like I mean, but at the end of the day, bro, like
I
especially with
mean,
colleges,
shit. My fault, Dave. I ain't mean to cut you, but that is
nah,
when
you
he
good.
said that, this made me think of something. I'm like, well, shit. Is there any NBA players or NFL players that's gonna get deported?
We never know.
They need to. They here legally.
We don't
Damn.
never know.
Real talk, bro.
We don't
But
know.
but for you to have made it all the way through school to the NFL, and I know that took longer than 4 years, then you probably was here legally.
It's a tough
College different.
situation.
College different because you could get a visa just to go to college, and they could be like, "Oh, that nigga tall shit. You want to play basketball?" He just happened to be good. So
And I'm sure he was that good that he got nationally exposed to Duke.
Yeah.
Would it
yeah,
be like
man.
would it be a cutback on foreign?
Recruiters.
Yeah, it might be a cutback on that.
I think it should.
Yeah.
Hey, I know what I voted
Focus on
for.
America, man.
I didn't know
Real
what type of
tall. Like, what is
immigrants.
the benefit of having Giannis over here?
I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't know what type
let,
of
let
No,
him play. Let
I'm
him.
playing.
No, real shit though.
I'm
Let that
playing.
nigga play for Greece. The fuck?
I mean, it's just the fact that I don't know, bro.
The
But at the end of the
NBA.
day, he probably went through that process to make himself allowed to play over here too.
The
That's all I'm
NBA
saying.
Taking
says
black jobs and shit.
the NBA is the National Basketball Association. That's for Americans, not
Like
International
Nah, we got
Basketball
Toronto
Association.
teams.
Toronto Raptors might need to slide.
We got
Man,
Toronto. We got
Canada, that's
Toronto
America.
teams.
That's North America. They part of America.
What's up, Kingdom? Shout
You
out
said,
to the Kingdom Podcast.
oh, you said North America. I
No,
mean,
I was just saying, like, they part of us, Canada.
you might have to grok that. See what's the
They ain't
benefit.
part of us.
I was saying it in a like, trying to be funny.
Oh,
Not, not acknowledging them as their
man,
own.
them niggas got tariffs on us, man. Fuck them, man.
Let's look that up. Why can't?
Damn, they got terrorists from us and they got a team in the NBA. That's crazy.
That's what I be saying, bro. These niggas be shy to eating
That
off
shouldn't be
my back,
allowed.
off my work.
Told y'all Drake won't shit.
What you said that for?
He ain't American.
I don't mean he ain't shit. It just mean he ain't American.
It said NBA
America
teams.
first in
It said NBA
everything.
teams can sign immigrants to play basketball because U.S. labor laws and NBA regulations allow professional sports teams to hire foreign talent under specific visa programs like the H-1B or the 0-1
I
visas,
was about to
which
say
cover
H1N1.
skilled workers or individuals with extraordinary ability. The NBA collective bargaining agreement does not restrict teams from signing players based on nationality as long as they meet the criteria of age and draft status. Immigrants, like anyone else, can enter the draft or sign as a free agent if they scouted and deemed talent. Though this openness helps the NBA attract global talent, boosting competition and marketability. Teams also navigate immigrant process with the legal support to secure work authorization for international players. I mean,
Hey
it's
yo.
it's.
The NBA don't determine what the fuck Trump want to do. Go ahead though.
I mean, it's the process. It's all about the process. Like at the end of the day, if you want to be an immigrant and these people want to, you gotta do that process though. That's what it was. It wasn't the fact that the boy was doing something wrong. The boy was in the process.
Hold up. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Give me 7 seconds. Hey, excuse me, brother. JB Cuzzo.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Sir, is do you mind letting me know what kind of blanket is that you have?
Oh, it's a Cap City Steelers. It's Cap City Steelers.
Ah, hey, I knew you was a fan, low key, bro.
I,
It's
I, s-
cool.
I said Cap
It's
City.
cool. You low key a
W-
fan. There's
w-
multiple things I've seen you have, but that's still a
Bro,
logo.
we got Pop Warner
Hey,
athlete, a
hey,
former Pop Warner
hey.
athlete. Here, bro.
Now,
Yeah,
don't
we
you
do
choose what
got Pee
team you
Wee
play
football
for?
teams.
He played for the Cap City Steelers, bro.
You choose what team you play for, right?
No,
That's Pee Wee.
it's a draft, bro.
That's Pee Wee football. They do got Pee Wee. Even like California got Snoop Dogg team was the Steelers.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
That's-
the Pittsburgh Steelers when I'm from fucking North Carolina. These the North
Let's
Carolina Steelers.
we're gonna talk about
Stiller.
next sport news, man. The death of Kareem Lacey.
Who
Kareem
that?
Lacey. He was a wide receiver who played college football at University of Louisiana um, through 2021, and he played with no, he played at Louisiana at Lafayette 20 to 21. Then he went to LSU the 22 to 24. Um, he was a very good athlete, man. He had a record at his high school, 54 receptions for 864 yards, 18 touchdowns. As a senior at Louisiana, he had 50 receptions for 668 yards, 10 touchdowns over 2 seasons. Then after that, he transferred as a key player for LSU, um, catching 58 passes for 866 yards, 9 touchdowns. And he was going to declare for the NFL, but he was charged with neglect, homicide, felony hit and run, reckless operation with a vehicle, causing a fatal accident. Then today or yesterday, he ended up killing himself. Oh man, I just wanted to highlight this once again. It's always about making the right choices nowadays, bro. Because sometimes you can have everything going for you. Because everybody think that since these D1 athletes have the best sporting environment, that their life is so good. But blink of an eye, making the wrong decisions can take everything from him. It took everything from him. And he ended up killing himself, man.
Hey, look, man. I want to say this about this situation. So, yes, you can you can control your mind, you can control your thoughts to a certain degree,
Yeah.
and you do have the final decision of whatever you decide to do. But some people would say, "Dang, bro, why he just didn't call somebody, or why he just didn't reach out to somebody?" Like, yeah, that's the easy thing to say, and that's what you should do. But one thing about like the mind, like the brain, that shit is very, very strong, and it does play tricks on you to a certain degree. And if you can't handle that, then it could be detrimental. Basically what the situation we're talking about now with this football player.
Yeah.
So it sucks that it was suicide, but it's like in my mind I just be like, damn, bro, like
It was
I
either
know
prison or the
shit was getting rough, but at the same time it's like, damn, bro, you just gotta talk to somebody, man. You gotta reach out to somebody before taking your life, man.
I don't think his choice was great. It was either prison or death.
Yeah, because
You
he
know,
was promised to go to the NFL, right? And
yeah.
then that case came up.
I just hate the fact that this is a talk about some of these NIL deals. We kind of like giving too much power to these athletes. That's they young boys, they young ass boys, bro. They got them just turned 18. You giving these guys $1 million in cash, the fastest car in the market. Them boys are living their
Hey,
life to the fullest, and sometimes some of them live their life recklessly.
hey, no disrespect to the past victim. We gonna come back to that. R.I.P. to old dude, and prayers to his family. But and I want to say that before I change the subject, because I ain't want people to think that we ain't care about him. No, it ain't that. It just
Yeah,
one
that's what
one
I highlighted about like mental health, and
yeah.
we gotta bring that attention. I'm just saying we just gotta bring that attention about like these college athletes because these guys are getting so much power and money at a
It's the
young age.
NIL. It's the
And that's
NIL
what,
deal,
and I
bro.
think it's going to highlight because these guys are getting money and fast cars, and
It's
I
the
ain't saying that
NIL,
you do
man.
everything right as a young boy, but if you got them, if you got money and cash, bro, you gonna do something stupid. You gonna
Just
do
like,
something crazy.
what about your boy? The what was it? Tennessee quarterback. The NIL, bro, nigga had 2 million, 2.4 million,
Oh, you talking about
and
that quarterback?
then yeah, he
Tell
had
us
two
about that
point four
quarterback.
million, and then he wanted more. He started holding out from the team because he wanted an extra 2 million,
Mm,
and Tennessee said, no, we good, fuck out of here.
mm.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like these NIL deals, man, everybody ain't built for it, bro.
It's starting to be a pushback, bro. It's starting to be a pushback, bro. Like I'm not saying I'm not advocate of college football players able to get what they want out of these schools, but it's just a responsibility that come with that effect. It's starting to not be a good effect of what college football represents. Now it's cool, they should get rewarded, but at the same time, bro, damn, have respect for the school, have respect for the people who's giving you an opportunity to be where a lot of people don't even step foot in. That's all I'm saying. But
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Hell yeah.
it's it's
Dang.
it's it's I mean, but at the end of the day, that's negotiation. The Tennessee felt like, hey, we can find somebody else that can ball for us. They went a whole different route.
That nigga said, you wanted an extra 2 million? Boy, get the fuck out of my face.
Man,
Mm,
I watched the UNC spring game highlights. They quarterback suck. Look like, bro.
for real.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't know about this first year for Bill.
Hey, with college football, if it's your first year with that team, do you have enough time to like recruit and bring in players? Or is that more so on your second year?
I mean,
It's like let's just say, okay, he found out he gonna be the coach, what, 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. So does he have time to actually recruit and bring in talent that he like?
Who Bill Belichick?
yeah.
Bill Belichick?
Yeah, him or like any coach that just, started with a new team.
Springtime. You
Nah,
still can. I
I
think.
don't want to say yeah. I don't want to say yeah because my experience with the Tar Heels when they was recruiting me and I went on a visit, they had a board, bro, for like when I was getting recruited, like '07, '08. They had a board all the way up to 2015 of recruits. So if Bill come in, he gotta like align his whole thing. I don't think he got
Hey, but
time.
one
I think he
thing
working
though.
with the people that was already there. Like Dion. Remember when Dion came, he had to say, if y'all gonna get in the portal, go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cause
that's the thing about it. I think he
you
got
dealing with
time with
what's
that.
already there. So he
I
dealing
think.
with what's already there.
I think it's that transfer portal that might can get him more players.
Yeah.
There was also too a time that when motherfuckers, hey, oh damn, Dion going to Colorado. Shit, they jumped the ship.
But Dion got way more energy and charisma than Bill.
I
Yeah.
mean, but if I was a college player, I'll try to goddamn go to UNC. It's just the fact of Bill Belichick and his experience in the NFL. I know he got certain coach awards. I know he got certain rings right now. I don't know if it's going to transfer to the college, but that would be exciting for me as a college football player to be a part of that.
But
But
it looked
but
like
he
you
do
can
got
go
that
to the
transfer
league.
portal.
It looked like you can get to the league from Colorado too.
Yeah, you
Through
can.
Yeah.
Dion.
Yeah, you
High
can.
draft pick.
Hell yeah, you can. Hell
Cause
yeah,
I
you can.
think if Travis Hunter would have been doing this without Dion being their coach, he wouldn't have still got the national attention. It was just,
No, I don't think so
oh
either.
he can ball. Oh, he did play both ways. It'd have been a bunch of that.
Cause like,
Mm,
wasn't it other two-way players in college football on other teams?
to be
They just
honest, I
didn't
ain't
get
hear
the
that.
they just didn't get the attention that Dion and them had.
Yeah, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, I don't really know.
Cause y'all
Like
said
I,
that there's a lot of players that play both ways throughout their career before they get to the NFL.
yeah, it's
Through high
like
school, when you get to college, you gotta pick one.
yeah, it's
Most
like
likely.
both sides, as in like you play offense, but you play punt return. That's still considered defense. Punt return.
Nah, yeah, but that's like though. But
I
when
mean,
you,
yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
college you could do that. That's normal. But
But
high
that's why
school is normal
considered.
for a nigga to be like a receiver and a corner, or
Yeah.
tight
Yeah,
end and an edge rusher, or a running
yeah,
back and a safety. Like that's high school type shit.
yeah. That's what it was like. The both sides of the ball. You had them type of players. I ain't gonna lie. I think most of Travis Hunter exposure came from when he played North Carolina. I mean, when he played Durham. I mean, when he played Central. Cause that game right there was a highlighted game too. Cause it was a lot of scoring that game. Matter of fact, it was a lot of exposure just to at North Carolina Central for them representing the MEAC like that too.
Well, when before Travis Hunter made his decision to go to college, he was the number one ranked
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah, he
player
was
already.
in
five
the
star. He was five star,
yeah. So
and he's from Florida, so you know about
yeah, so
Florida.
I would expect him to stand out regardless, but I think it gives some type of I think it means a little bit more because like he started out at a HBCU where we know, and there's no disrespect to HBCUs, but we understand that the competition level is not the same as a ACC or SEC game.
Hmm.
So the fact that he stood out on that level and still went to Colorado and maintained that that style of play, I feel like it speaks volumes. Like
Did
he
he
deserves everything he gets.
did he sign there with Dion? Did he come in with Dion
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
Jackson State? So I
Yeah,
think now when I look at it and I see that Dion took his son and Travis Hunter, probably other students to Colorado, he owned them that. He owed them that completely.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot like you said, a lot of players don't get to see
them
that
ain't the
big
only
stage.
niggas he took.
I'm
He
That's what
owed
I'm
it
saying
to a
saying.
lot of other niggas that
He
ain't
owe
gonna
it to a
get
lot of
drafted.
niggas though. He owe it to a
because
lot, and that's a big stage too.
because
Now,
Travis
regardless,
didn't have Travis didn't have to go to Jackson State, bro. He was the
Yeah,
number one player, bro. He could have
yeah,
went
he owed that to
anywhere.
him.
yeah. I think he was about to go to Florida State.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was about to go to Florida State.
Speaking
And
of
I think he
Florida
would have
State,
balled out
boy,
there too.
Of course,
he would have did it. He would have did that with Florida State. They would have gave him
they
different
wasn't
kind
gonna
of
let him play
training.
both ways though.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he ain't playing both ways at Florida State. I
They
don't
got
think they
they,
would
they
have.
got enough talent.
Nigga would have been a receiver.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the goddamn U.S. tariff situation, man, because everybody talking about it.
Oh yeah,
We might as
Everybody.
well get deep inside that one, man. Shit. Uh, I'm gonna give a little briefing about the U.S. tariffs on Trump. The Trump administration imposed steep tariffs on Chinese imports with the rates now effectively at 145%. This
yes.
includes a
Yeah.
125 tariff layered on top of 20% fentanyl related tariff from February and March 2025. These began with 10% tariff in February, but increased with another 10% in March. Then it hikes in April. The average U.S. tariff on Chinese goods is about 42.1%, over 10 times higher than pre 2018 levels. Tech products like iPhone and chips has been partially exempted from most sectors um, heavy levies.
Dang, so does that mean that if my iPhone malfunction, it's gonna be more expensive for me to get it fixed or replaced?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did
Damn.
said the iPhones and chips. I think they letting them slide. But the impact of these tariffs or what they doing, they said it's disrupting supply chains will cancel freight orders of furniture, toys, and apparel of small business that face it was damn they facing some damages that you can't reverse them things. The imports from China could drop $800, 800 billion in 2025, and they said consumer prices may rise. Estimated 1,300 in tax increase to per household.
Whoa.
The thing is about it. This is about a war about longevity, man.
Yes.
Who can outlast? And I gotta tell you,
And who got the leverage?
USA got the leverage. USA outlast,
Hey,
and the only reason,
well,
go ahead.
well, hold on though. Let's stay on that point real quick, cause I agree, I'm with you. We on the same look. We're on the same side. I'm with you.
Nah, you
Let's
know
make
I'm
But
not.
sure.
You know
Keep
I'm not.
going.
but when we talk about longevity in this particular situation, how are you so confident that we will outlast them when we be printing money and our dollar doesn't really have that much of a backing as opposed to the Chinese yen? They're not dependent on like paper money because because of the resources that they have. So it's like when it comes to longevity, like how why are you so confident that this we will outlast them?
Because their economy is based off our consumers, bro. We
Yeah,
are a huge part of the economy. Dave, I sent a
yeah,
video. Um, and by us stopping their imports, a lot they have factories of hella workers that is made just for products to sell to us.
yeah.
And that shit is getting shut down. The yen is crashing actually. And the only reason it's not is because China is selling some of their treasury bonds. That does hurt us a
Well,
little bit.
can I tell you something that
That that
help?
that makes our dollar worth go down. Go ahead though.
Can I tell you something that made me like at a little bit of more of a ease with this situation? So I used to think that hearing the deficit number that most of that money that we're in debt for belongs to we owe it to China. I used to think that, and then one day I researched it and I found out that with that deficit, it's only a small amount that is owed to China compared to the actual deficit. So honestly, bro, shit, I don't think we really got shit to really worry about because yes, we may be hurting from certain shit, but also China will be hurting as well because just like we pour into them, they pour into us. So it's like either way, somebody gotta chill because like we both hurting.
But we not hurting as bad as they are.
And
And
also, dang, let me
go ahead.
also too.
Damn,
It's
I gotta
deeper
get
than
this
that
out.
too. We have companies that are providing jobs over there in manufacturing, just like your iPhone, just like some of this damn Nike
Mhm.
shit I'm wearing. They
Vice
need
versa.
us. We no, but we're buying. You see what they doing with the manufacturing? They're making that shit and sending it, cause we the ones who buying that shit, and our USD is up top. They not buying the same shit like we buy, cause our USD gon' goddamn our USD is special to that yen.
Yeah, but that's not even the issue, bro. The
Nah,
issue is national security, man. Because when we're buying, let's say we buy a fucking antenna or a satellite, for Wi-Fi, whatever. Um, Parts of that antenna or that satellite is part of it comes from China.
But
and they use third party organizations to like, you know, like we talked about off camera about cheating the system. So I just feel like it's a
but
national security.
but another thing you leaving out is what you ain't understand is the update is he changed the tariffs on certain things from China that we really need. It's only a 20% tariff. He put that tariff in the same tariff as the fentanyl tariff.
Yeah.
So you ain't really gotta worry about that as well. But this is what's going on in China. And think about is this going on in America?
Once the tariffs went up, the factory turned into a retirement home. This time last year, the machines were deafening. Now, not even rats come around. 2 million yuan worth of goods are stacked up like mountains, and no one wants them, not even for free. The workers sit outside in the sun all day, and I'm paying their basic wages out of my own pocket. The bank is hounding me every day over the loan. If this keeps up for another 3 months, these machines will be worth nothing but scrap. The Americans raise tariffs without a second thought, but it's killing those of us in real industry. Does anyone have a way to clear out this inventory? I'll take scrap prices if I have to. A clothing factory owner is clearing out inventory due to excess stock.
Does anyone want these white pants? If you don't mind, you can just take them. It's such a shame to throw away tens of thousands of them. The US is hitting us with heavy tariffs, and these goods are affected. Physical stores are closing down. All the big brands are shipping their genuine products with labels. There's only 3 days left, so I'm clearing everything out at a discount. If you've never bought before, now's the time to try a few.
Oh shit.
Oh, keep going. No, keep going.
That's what I thought.
This is the news not showing this what's going on in China because they don't like Trump. But if they show people that China is barely hanging on, that people will have more faith in, oh, they'll be willing to come to the table sooner than we think for a deal. We got to do this to China for them to come to the table. And we outlast them because this is not happening to us. This is happening
US
in
is hitting
China
us with heavy tariffs, and these goods are affected. Physical stores are closing down. All the big brands are shipping their genuine products with labels. There's only 3 days left, so I'm clearing everything out at a discount. If you've never bought before, now's the time to try a few.
The US-China trade war has dealt a devastating blow to industries that depend on exports to the United States, especially in sectors such as textiles, apparel, electronics, and automotive products. Factories that previously manufactured goods for American brands have been hit hardest, with widespread order cancellations and even finished products left without buyers. Many factories have been forced to halt production or attempt to reduce inventory through domestic sales, but weak consumer demand at home has limited the impact, resulting in heavy losses. Today is April 10th. U.S. tariffs have surged to a staggering 145%. Many friends running OEM factories for American brands told me all their U.S. orders were canceled. Even completed goods are being rejected, and shipments that already reached the port are being pulled back. Some shameless clients are even demanding their deposits back. When disaster hits, it's always the factories left holding the bag.
Yeah, so you're not going to...
Shit.
That's what's going on in China.
And that's why I said, bro, they depend on us.
That's why I got so much confidence. I mean, anything can happen, but this is what gives me confidence when I see stuff like this.
And before anybody want to take China's side, China haven't been very good. They haven't been good even to the World Trade Organization. They've been doing various They've been breaking a lot of regulations. IP. That's like basically like patent. Like you can make something. They can make some good ass brush. It could be the only brush made by you. They will take your idea, make their own type of brush that do the same invention that you made and send it back to the US. So you as an inventor, you looking like, damn, I can't even make no money because they already made the same type of thing that I was selling and knocking you out because they got way less prices.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they did the same thing with cell phones. They had a Chinese cell phone that basically they stole the blueprint to like a Android operating device.
Of course.
And yeah, and so like they created their own phone but using, an American made operating system. And so yeah, man, I feel you on that. They do be
That's
stealing.
why. That's why. Even when um, Biden, when he was in office, he said that shit too. Like that shit ain't gonna change for China, cause China right now is on everybody's list of hateful ass
And
country.
and another thing that give me confidence is the fact that Trump put just this 145 on China and 10% on the rest of them, and gave them 90 days before the reciprocal. That's to give them. I think he gonna try to convince other countries to uh turn turn on China
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's that too.
to
Like,
avoid our tariffs, because we are the hub of everybody's economy.
and
I,
the
I
thing,
ain't asked for it to be like that. It's just how it is. So
and that's what leverage is. You can't beat the leverage. You can got to have your way of dealing, but when somebody have that leverage over you, you can
these,
retaliate.
these
You can have
niggas,
counter offer
hold
suit.
on. Let me find this clip. These niggas
But
in China is going through it. And this is what our president got going on, bro. Hold
and
on.
also too, China exports about 3% of the GDP, support 10 to 20 million jobs. Goldman Sachs out China 2025 GDP forecast to 4% due to trade tensions. China is seeking to trade with alternative markets like Europe and Southeast Asia. Hey, China, you can be studying all you want.
Exactly. And we
China's an
could,
asshole.
and you gotta remember what we doing at the Panama Canal, but it's all planned.
Yes.
Trump got
Yeah.
this shit planned for years with the best people. We take the Panama Canal for him. So China's struggling. Look what our president doing. Look what our president doing. Teed up, man. Hey,
I
boy.
mean, at the end of the day, bro, you sent me the UFC.
Yeah. This was last night, I think. They trying to say people turning on Trump. Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Who
I
winning the
think
trade war, man?
I think that is fire that Donald Trump fucked with the UFC, bro. Like that's fire seeing the president like come to the UFC event, bro. That shit turned, bro.
It's a turn, man. Like this is what gives me confidence. My president give me confidence, bro. That's who give me confidence against China.
And these are major companies that deal with China.
Shaq
Apple,
out that bit.
Dell, HP. They rely on Apple from the tech world. Apparel,
Oh,
Nike,
can't
Adidas,
legally. That's what I was about to tell
Gap.
you. You
They use a lot of Nike labor. Retail, Walmart, and Target. They heavily use Walmart. I mean, they heavily use China for their labor, and also
Look,
Tesla, GM, and Volkswagen. And uh,
but here's
Elon
here,
said something about that too, though. He said something about like, yo, We need to get through this damn tariff negotiation because it's hurting a lot of
I was about to
people
say, bro.
getting uneasy
It,
So
about it.
what? He
here's
can
the
get
issue. Here's the issue. Every company that you just named, if you think about it, bro, that's where everybody go shop at.
Yeah.
that's what hurting China.
That's why you
Yeah.
got the leverages. We the ones who buy it, and they the ones who make it. But at the same time, when they make shit, they gotta go send that shit. These companies are halting. They saying, nah, keep your goddamn pants.
For real. Sell them over there, and they can't because we the money.
And they can't do like us when we make it in our country. In our country, we can say, goddamn, sell it over there. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro,
I'll take.
I don't even care, bro. Like, I mean, I care, but I care about America first. And like, what's going down, bro? These countries are coming in and willing to negotiate. They not just sitting back. They saying, well, shit, if you want to do zero tariffs, we can do that. It's countries lined up, ready.
Rolling.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they know they product about to get sent. They know they product about to get bought. So it's like at the end of the day, why would you try to come against that?
Yeah. Oh shit. There is no other time, no other president that's gonna make this big shift. Yeah, the market's gonna go crazy because nobody ever done this before. Nobody ever had the balls to make these decisions to get us in good standing in the world when it comes to trade.
Facts, bro.
So yeah, it's gonna be tough, but this is your test of your patriotism, your nationalism. Like,
and all these other countries and all these damn certain political people was getting paid for China to do certain shit. It was a reason why they was able to even be in the World Trade Organization, because it was some type of law. It was like one type of law that was saying that people can't do trading with a communist country because they know them communist country, they have unfair conditions in their labor. So
we gave them Asian hate laws over here. That's how much we was doing for them, bro. And you see how they do. I don't even think it would be a China without us type shit, honestly.
Oh, the Chinese food black Americans buy, boy, that's crazy.
Boy,
Boy,
I
I'm about to say
hope
something
they tariff
stereotypical.
the hell out that shit. I'm tired of her going to get
I'm
that.
about to say something stereotypical, but I ain't gonna take it though.
Go ahead. First
I ain't
game.
taking it though. I ain't taking it though. I heard certain meat is from our goddamn neighborhoods.
Hey, oh, and the GG News, Last of Us season 2, I think, start tonight. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and catch that. Shout out to Last of Us and Sony. I hope they Japan. Was they made by Japan or China? I think Japan, bro. Cause I don't need them prices going up.
I feel you on that one.
Hey, and also to that, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's Japan. We good.
This is brought to you.
And plus, Kevin O'Leary, but he'll give you
Shout out to him.
He'll give you some insight dealing with China too, because he has dealt with China in the depths of like behind the scenes of what he's been going through with this country, and
He hate China.
He's on that same boat too. Like, yo, these motherfuckers need to pay.
He want 400% tariffs.
But we can go to zero tariffs with them. And I'm telling you, there's a difference between getting everybody at 0 on 0, which is free trade basically, which for Trump would be a huge win. That call 48 hours ago when the Eurozone said, okay, uncle, we'll go to 0, take that win. It's a huge win. Now, getting trade deficits settled, that's going to take decades because we are the largest economy on earth by a factor of 2.5 times. We're always going to have deficits.
I also want to zoom out because I do think it's worth noting that there are many in Congress as well as the business community that are questioning if the White House and specifically the president is even ready and in a position to negotiate.
The Home Depot co-founder made a comment on something like, I'm quoting here, I don't understand the goddamn formula. I believe he's been poorly advised by his advisors about this trade situation and this formula they're applying. You already see a tension between Musk and Navarro.
That's right. And that's not it. There's been mixed messages from different aides. Some that are saying, that they do want negotiations. The White House said today that 70 governments around that have come to the White House looking to start conversations at the same time.
I ain't get the right time.
Man, you playing propaganda on this damn show?
Nah, I ain't see the right time.
They talking about Musk and Navarro and Coot. It was just at the UFC, man. I can't listen to CNN, man.
Nah, he did.
Kevin O'Leary, though, he is a Republican conservative voice on the show. And
I ain't see the timestamp, but I know he was on there telling the motherfuckers like, "Yo, we gotta put 400% on their ass because they have their unfairs inside of this trade thing."
I can find that for you, man.
Because they don't go by the rules and regulations. They make their own rules and regulations. And also, too, you being a small business having to goddamn deal with these motherfuckers, they will shut you down when you got to goddamn do some type of business. They will take from you too. And he telling them like, fuck them motherfuckers.
Here you go, bro.
You found it?
Yeah. What that dude to be on Joe Rogan that be finding shit? Jamie, man. I'm smooth as Jamie on this motherfucker.
I forgot which one it was though. Because I thought it was going to catch some backlash when he was like, smashing they Chinese heads in the wall. We should be doing that, some shit like that. But let me see this.
Everybody knows the number one destination for the world's capital, more than 50% of it is invested in the United States of America. 49% of all consumption is in the U.S. 26.1% of world GDP is the United States. It is still the number one economy. And now if you're given the opportunity to invest in China or the United States, it's a no-brainer. Every dollar goes to the U.S. And so while the U.S. has the upper hand, and let's remember something, there's a time bomb here. For Trump, it's the midterm elections. But Xi's got a time bomb, too. He's got millions of workers in factories. Right now, those products are sitting on ships, floating in the ocean, because nobody's going to buy them because they don't have a big enough economy to consume them. Only the U.S. can do that. So we've got a little bit of a game here, a little game of chicken, because Xi only gets to stay in power if people have jobs and they can feed their families. He gets a vote every day. If those factory workers have no jobs, they're going to be like a Frankenstein with torches up at the castle. It's going to be brutal, and he knows that. So let's have this dance. Let's go now. Let's settle this now. 400% tomorrow morning to absolutely lock down zero trade until we solve this.
She trying to silence him. You on mute, bro.
Let's just go ahead and crush him. Oh, my bad. I was damn muted. But yeah, go all the way in. Don't just crush him. Crush him. Don't go half-ass. He need at least go 300.
Facts, man. That's a basically verdict what I got from it. If y'all want to goddamn bullshit, that's the whole thing about it too, bro. Trump just want to see who want to cooperate and get shit even. And it's a lot of countries that do it, but China, they one of them countries that it's hard to get shit even with them, man. But, let me get along. Y'all got anything else to cover?
No, that's it for me, boss.
The tariffs, you don't understand tariffs after watching this, man. You insane.
Well, I just got one more post, man. I have to read from Donald Trump.
I rock with Elijah, man. Bigger is the best host.
Man. Just one more post, man. Just one post. Hey, man, Easter coming up, and we know this country has been founded on Christianity, man. And one thing that I love about this president that he's told a lot of people He said we're getting away from Christianity. It's about time to come back. It's about time
True that.
to get closer back to religion, bro. You know, we got all these ideologies that's not inclined with Christianity and what Christianity represents. And when you have a country like that, you get more peaceful people. You get more people that you know come together as citizens, bro. Because at the end of the day, Jesus spoke about coming together. You think it's funny, but hey,
Oh no! I ain't laughing at
that's
you,
cool.
bro. I ain't laughing at you, bro. No, I'm so happy, and I just bust out laughing.
Nah, that's cool. I mean,
Shit. Go ahead and get it off, Lonzo.
that's cool, man. Hey,
Nah, it was
Bro,
JB, bro.
I
It
ain't
was
do not.
JB.
Oh wow.
It was JB, bro.
The fuck? I ain't even do nothing. But it's gonna be demons out there that try to block the message.
hey,
Go
it's a
ahead,
lot of
bro.
people. Hey, it's cool though, man.
Hey, man.
But we got, you know,
God
Easter's
ain't
the
never
last.
said it'd be easy.
I support the message, bro.
Oh no, bro. I mean, it's cool, man. I guess it was comedy week or something. But
Oh,
it's really Holy Week for anybody who Christians out there, man.
shout
Man,
out.
that's next week, bro.
Man, it ain't going devils. Devil get up off me. Devil get up off me.
Nah, it's this week, bro. You tripping?
Nah, real shit. It's what, Palm Sunday, Easter week.
Nah, I mean Easter 420, but Trump already
For real,
declared
this
this is
year?
yeah.
Oh, I'm rolling up.
Trump already declared this week is Holy Week. Christians
Wow.
around the world remember the crucifixion of God's only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. On Easter Sunday, we celebrate his glorious resurrection and proclaim, as Christians have done nearly 2,000 years, he is risen. Through the plan of sacrifice of Jesus on the cross, we saw God's boundless love and devotion to all humanity and all the moment of his resurrection. History was forever changed with the promise of everlasting life. We approach the joyous Easter Sunday. I want to wish all Christians everywhere a happy and very blessed holiday. America is a nation of believers. We need God, we want God, and with his help, we will make our nation stronger, safer, greater, and more prosperous, and more united than ever before. Thank you and happy Easter.
Hey, my thing is, if this is all supposed to end at someday, like why? I wonder why God is using Trump to spread this Christian message. Because like if you look at the Bible, it talks about in days that there'd be like
It
countless
said go for
wars,
yeah, you can
natural
post.
disasters. It's be like countless wars, natural disasters, those type of things. So if the world is ending, I wonder like why um he's trying to like bring you to Christianity.
I mean, right now, bro, you ain't supposed to have no sense that tomorrow's gonna be your last day, bro. You supposed to live life as if I mean, that's a revelation in the Bible, but it's also signs that's gonna come upon. You gonna feel the signs come upon. So right now, big dog, if you believe in God and Jesus, bro, you still protected, bro. That's all it is, bro. Don't live in fear.
No, it ain't about living in fear and feeling unprotected and all of that. Because at the end of the day, this is just a human experience. You know what I'm saying? So like if you really believe, then like allegedly it says that it's gonna come a time where okay, yeah, you're either gonna be here in this physical world or you're gonna be with with God and spirit.
Oh yeah,
So
but it also say in Revelation you will see the mark of the beast. You will see countries. It's gonna be a political figure that's gonna be highly favored in every country. It ain't gonna just be one country. So it's signs, bro. But
so
regardless
would
of
you so my fault, but are you saying that on some biblical terms, Elon Musk is the Antichrist?
ain't saying who the place. God damn. But I'm just saying right now, bro, it's better just to believe in Jesus so you won't. Just believe in Jesus, bro. Don't be waiting on the ending. Shit, bro. At the
So now
same
you
time,
forcing.
bro.
So now you forcing who we should believe in.
I ain't saying that, but I just said I'm glad that I got a president right now that acknowledge Christianity.
But it's like if he's announcing Christianity, like okay, but
I don't know.
how do he know that's
I
the
don't.
that's the right religion or the right person to follow?
He
How
He
do
don't
he
just
know.
know
know?
he just know he the
Don't know.
president, and that's what this country is built off of.
That's it.
This country, bro.
He ain't saying what's the right
Ain't
religion.
We just do what Americans do, man.
That's
Nah,
all it is. But
man.
but I mean, it's to each his
Gotta
own.
think for
He didn't
yourself, man.
Or move to Gaza, one of them.
one of them, but I just know America was built off Christianity, and for all the Christians that's ready for Easter next week, hey, this is gonna be a good holiday
Move to
because
Gaza.
we're gonna need the prayers too to get through this turf war. That's all I gotta say about it. We know what time it is. That's not the time. That's not the time. I forgot one to flow. I mean, what, you got something to say?
Yeah, man, get it
I
up.
don't know, bro.
Don't let it slide if you don't like it, yeah.
I mean,
Nah, bro, cause I'm just should be weird, man. Like it's like this country say we would, they was founded on Christianity and all that shit, but it's the same country that has done so much evil shit over time. So it's like,
yeah,
what's so Christian about it?
bro. Even
Because actions speak louder than words.
But
but
you supposed to
if you
forgive
read
in
the
Christianity. We forgive all that. We washed our sins away. We
exactly,
got baptized.
and also too, if you read the Bible, a lot of these characters went through evil things. Like David wasn't no good person.
Yeah, God
So
judge. We don't.
David had a lot of
so
wives.
you think
David
we
killed somebody.
so do you think currently we have heaven on earth
I don't believe
as
Mentally,
not.
as according to the Bible? You think it's heaven on earth, or do you think this feel more like hell?
This
mentally,
is
it could be
this is
heaven on earth. And
and
nothing
but
compared. And we can't say this is anything close to hell based off what hell is. This ain't shit.
But at the same time, they saying that the earth was made for you to be attached to this earth, and the devil can cloud your judgment about earth to have you staying down here. The ultimate goal is to get to heaven. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if you look at everything that's going on with the U.S., where we went, we got away from Christianity. We got away from the basic ideology that has gotten kids wanting to cut off their penises because they felt like God made a mistake.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting to. We just when we had all these pronouns, it was looking real devilish. Now we're getting to a better thinking. That's all I'm saying.
People still fighting though.
So that's what made it devilish. That was the only thing.
Yeah, because you gotta denounce God. Like you remember Kamala Harris? How dare we say whatever in this
Merry
country?
Christmas.
Like they not allowed to accept God because that goes against like people that's gay because of what it say in the Bible and stuff.
Yeah. But I ain't about to. I mean, at the end of the day, but we all has done some wrong. We all are trying to do better in life, regardless of what this country did. Shit, you probably in the same boat with this country. You probably have done worse to be condemned. But damn, right now, you changed your life.
Cap. Hey, no, I ain't did nothing to be condemned. No, don't put me in that boat.
Everybody on sin. Everybody's sin. That was the reason why Jesus was on the cross, because everybody's sin.
Man.
You think you
But
ain't sin or something too, Quay?
Nah, I think I'm about to say my final thought when the time come
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that beat drop.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
My final thought is, man, treat people like you want to be treated, man. That should be like a universal law. It's a lot of bullshit that be going on. A lot of people that be taking advantage of other people. And yeah, man. I just want to say treat people like you want to be treated. My final thought.
My final thought, man. For everything that's going on nowadays, bro, you know, I'm glad that Trump has recognized all these Christians, and you know what I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, when there's clouds, you do gotta pray just to tell yourself like you're gonna get through it. Because a lot of people will want you to live in fear. And sometimes living in fear is uncontrolled. They have you doubting what's good coming in your life. So anybody, you know, going through stuff, try to get closer to your religion, bro. Because it's gonna be better days.
That's a good ass message. But my final message is, since they pretty much covered everything, I'm gonna cover this. Ride it out with America, man. Have faith in America, bro. When it comes to this tariff shit, man, you gotta stick it out. China can't last. If they try to last, they gonna kill themselves. So just have faith. Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough patch. Yeah, the stock market gonna go up, down, way up, all that shit. But just hold, don't sell, and buy.
Glad everybody tuned in. I saw the goddamn view meter go up and down. But hey, man, what y'all got something planned for Easter next week?
Yeah, a family little get together, cookout type shit.
Yeah, we might not do it next week, man, because it's Easter, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take the week off. We're gonna take the week off.
And also, at some point this week, can y'all take it upon yourself to research Easter and figure out what it is?
Well, tell us what you researched.
I researched that Easter is some bullshit. It's just another pagan holiday that uses a bunny as this idol to imitate fertilization. But you know, I don't understand. I don't understand how we be having these pagan holidays, but we want to call them Christian holidays at the same time. Somewhere, somebody is lying, bro. It can't be both.
The devil lie.
I don't get that shit, but we could talk about it on another episode. This was a great one. This was a great
that's
part.
why you believe in Jesus, bro. Don't believe in that money.
That's cap though, because you can't do shit without money.
I said bunny. Don't believe in that bunny. Don't believe in that bunny. Believe in Jesus.
So why have that bunny? What does that image represent? What's the purpose?
That's the pagan part. That's the purpose, to have you away from Jesus.
What does the bunny got to do with Jesus?
That's what I'm saying. That's the pagan part about it, to have you away from Jesus.
So if it's pagan and they don't got nothing to do with Jesus, why are we celebrating it?
It's the same thing.
Because my fault, JB. But hold on one second. Because my understanding of Easter was the whole 3 day Jesus had died and came back 3 days later. Christ is risen.
So that's what you believe in.
That on the Christian side. But I'm like, okay, so where does this Easter bunny come from?
I don't know. I ain't trying to look at it because I know I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus' resurrection.
You gotta look at it like, if you believe the resurrection, why so focused on the Easter bunny? The Easter bunny thing really for kids to have something to do on that day, do a little Easter egg hunt for fun. It's really just a mascot for the holiday. And 420 is also on Easter, so it is what it is.
I think that's just stupid.
Do what you want to do, man.
It's America.
That's America, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if we don't see y'all next week, happy Easter, man. And thank Jesus.
MAGA.
Yeah, make America great again. Facts,
Man,
facts.
He a Democrat.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's in the episode. In the episode, bro.
Mad about
Just in the episode, bro.
All right.